Okay, now we are officially live. Welcome YouTube, welcome TikTok, welcome Instagram again. Ciao dummies and welcome to our format. Turn fears of public speaking into fuel. We talk about 3 causes of the fear of being stuck and trapped today, and we explore 3 different solutions to this problem. Every Monday we gather here at 3 p.m. Well, today was a little bit late, but anyway, you got the point. For a valuable 15 minutes class designed to boost your confidence and skill as a yoga teacher and public speaker. If you missed the previous classes, don't worry, they are on my Instagram feeds, TikTok feeds, and YouTube live classes. For those new here, I'm Faye, a passionate yoga teacherpreneur on a mission to empower you with the strength, confidence, and competence to transform your teaching into an inspiring force and your knowledge into a thriving business. Today we will talk about, as I said, the fear of feeling stuck, what causes this fear, and more importantly, how to break free from it with simple, effective solutions. Fear of being stuck is simply a mental block. This fear arises when we don't feel we are progressing, and it can leave us feeling powerless, indecisive, or even overwhelmed by the opportunities of choices we have to face. We will explore 3 common causes of this problem and 3 empowering solutions to help you break free from this mental trap. Let's first identify the first cause of the fear of being stuck or trapped. What is the cause that trigger that experience when you fear being stuck or trapped? So first of all, I feel, and those are all my experiences, of course, there is no one size format. It's just my experience that I'm able to share in this format, but that's it. So keep it as it is. So for me, the cause of feeling trapped and stuck is difficulty to commit it. How many times we are interested on something, but how many times we are committing to the task, to the experience, to the online course, to whatever we pay for. Whenever we don't fully commit to a specific path, it's easy to get distracted by other possibilities. When we don't have a clear goal in mind, it's easy to get distracted. Think about when you start a new project, but halfway through, another exciting idea comes along. Instead of finishing the first project, you jump onto the next one, repeating this pattern on and on again. I think it's called the shiny object syndrome. So whenever new is popping up, we're grasping into that. But also there is a psychological explanation when it comes to this theory. Basically, there is this optimism of this first phase of your business where you're like almost like ignorant in a way that what to expect in your business. So you're kind of like very happy and positive about the beginning of it because you don't know what to expect. And then the second phase, you actually face your own limitations, and you kind of face the first obstacles. And that's where most of the people drop. That's where most of the people are like, oh, too much to handle, too much to deal with. And they forget about the project and they're jumping into something else, because they are seeking that positive start, the positive optimism that they felt when they start the first project. I don't know if it makes sense, but I haven't really researched into that. I read it once and I thought I could share it today. I haven't really strategically put it down into words, but that's pretty much the idea of the psychological theory beyond why we're jumping from one project to the next. So the root cause of this, as I mentioned before, it's not having a clear goal, not having a direction. Without this direction, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the endless options, leading to a cycle of indecisions and distraction. The more we engaging into something, the more we mastering, positive or negative, judgment or not judgment. The more we engage with judgment, the more we will judge. The more we engage with practicing, the more we want to practice. So the solution to that is being flexible but committed. What does it mean? It's okay to pivot your starting idea to something else when necessary, when the market requires. I remember I pivot my first business into my second one because of a market request. And that's exactly what I'm saying here. I'm not saying you should abandon your path too early. I'm saying trust your intuition and stay committed, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. For example, if you want to offer an online course to your audience and halfway through, like you did your writing part, and now it's time to record your course, and you hate hearing your voice, and you like, no, I can't do that, so you quit simply because you're not familiar of hearing your voice, you're not familiar with recording, you're not familiar with being in front of a camera. And so it's easier for you and for your ego to give up. It's easy to take the path of being comfortable and being in your comfort zone instead of moving in something that is uncomfortable. But my suggestion is give yourself time to adjust and find comfort within being uncomfortable. So break down your big goal into smaller steps and give yourself permission to feel uncertain, to feel uncomfortable, to hear your voice even though you don't like it at the beginning. It's normal. Commitment is about persistence, not perfection. It's about being uncomfortable in a situation. It's about loving the process, falling in love with the process, but consistently showing up. That's what helps you grow in your business, in your relationship, in your whatever it is in your life. The second cause of the fear of being trapped is overthinking and distract in life's flow. So many of us get stuck because we overthink and analyze every possible outcome. This leads to paralysis by analysis, where fear of making possible outcome can lead us to not taking any decisions. This is a loop. Again, this is a loop. Like, because we're fearing of taking decision, we don't take any. And the fear of making wrong choices keep us from making any choice at all. So for example, you spend hours on trying to decide whether to take a new job or staying in your current position, worrying about every potential downside, every pros and cons. The result, you don't make any decision and you stay in that limbo. And sometimes, because of the time frame that you need to take that decision, it's too late when you decide to move into the new job. So my suggestion is to just simply do it. Just simply follow that intuition. Overthinking stems from a lack of trust in the flow of life, in the flow of your intuitive self. We want certainty, but life doesn't offer that guarantee. Life is all about uncertainties, and that's what we need to embrace more. The solution here is to simplify and take small actions. To counter overthinking, simplify your decision-making process. Focus on taking small, insignificant action. This is something that I repeat all the time without over-analyzing them. Small steps build momentum and confidence. So break larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks, and sometimes risky tasks. For example, instead of focus on launching a huge business, break it down into simple daily tasks like setting up a website to start with, or creating one social media post. That's already a great start. And celebrate each small achievement to maintain that momentum. All right, next one is the cause of fearing trap or stuck in a situation. It's lack of clarity and external opinion. So what does it mean? When we don't have clear goals, we tend to listen to everyone else's opinion, which only fuels self-doubt. We start questioning our worth and decisions, fearing that any choice we make, we will be a wrong one. So, for example, you want to launch a new project, but after hearing a feedback from that best friend, which comes from a completely different field, you start doubting whether it's a good idea. Not considering that this person doesn't have your same background, your same knowledge, your same standpoint. Even though it's a best friend, it's not allowed, it doesn't have this tool to give you that advice, even though he's your best friend. So consider always that, where this person is coming from and where you coming from. Is this someone that could help you in your path right now? Okay, that's super important. So when you hesitate to take that action, consider maybe to ask for mentorship instead of asking to a friend, even though it's a good friend, as I said. So it's important to have personal clarity and don't listen to any external voices, because if you listen to those external voices over and over again, they become louder than your own intuition, causing paralysis and fear of making mistakes. What is the solution here? Set clear goals and trust yourself. Goal setting is crucial to overcoming this fear. Define what success looks like for you, not based on other way of thinking, based on other values or beliefs. Once you clear that, once you are clear of your goals, take bold action with courage, with strength, with that intuitive self. Your self-trust will grow as you see the result of your effort. And the sooner you start with the first step, the path is revealing itself. You don't need to keep asking yourself what's coming next, what decision do I have to take. And yes, of course, if you are an entrepreneur, that's the basic of your day. You keep taking decision over and over again, and sometimes you don't know if it's the right one. But whenever you wake up, that day you will take decision anyway. So it's better to train yourself to do that in a comfortable way. Regular practice, self-reflection, maybe journal, maybe write down your goals and revisit them often to stay aligned with your true desire, with your true values, beliefs within a business, but also outside of your business. The more clarity you have, the less external opinions will dictate your decisions. If you have any question in regards to this topic today, I'm more than happy to reply to them later on. If you're not following live, I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes if anyone has any questions. And let's do a quick recap and a final thoughts here. Recap just the class of today. The 3 common causes of feeling stuck are difficulty committing, overthinking, and lack of clarity in goals. The solution are to stay flexible but committed, simplifying decision making, and set clear personal goals. Remember, the fear of being stuck is only as strong as the power you give it. Trust yourself, commit it to the path, and take small steps daily. Take small, courageous steps daily. It's okay to feel uncertain, but progress comes from action, not from staying in one place, not from staying from one stagnant place. I'm here to encourage you today to start implementing those steps from now, from today. So join me next Monday to turn your fears of public speaking into fuel and step into the confident, competent yoga teacher and public speaker you have always desired to become. Until then, stay dramatically different. Ciao for now.